Happy New Year! This is the Pretty Tarot YouTube channel, and I am doing the Pisces January 2018 reading. I will be doing the 2018 readings for all the signs as soon as I'm done with doing the January readings. If I sound nasally, it's because I have been sick, because this weather has been, it's been crazy. It's been cold. So that's why I'm just now getting to these, but it's all good. And for those of you who are new, the general readings can apply to whatever energy is significantly going on in your life. So that could be love life and relationships, job, career, finances, health, family, whatever is significantly going on in your life, the cards may pick up on that energy. Keep in mind, because it's a general reading, it may or may not resonate 100% with all of you, or even at all, because there is an entire group of you guys, so many of you out there, and I pray before I do my readings that the messages reach those who truly needed the messages. If you would like a reading that you guarantee will resonate for you 100% or at all, seek out a personal reading with me at prettytarot.com. And also know that these readings can relate to your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, and in my readings it can also apply to your Venus and your Mars if they are dominant in your chart. Okay, if you guys follow astrology, then you'll know what I mean by saying that. I have a Virgo, Venus, and Mars. I even have Virgo and Moon. Okay, but I know some people who have a Taurus, Venus, and Mars, and a Leo, Venus, and Mars, and they can relate to those signs, for those readings, because that energy is kind of dominating their chart a bit. Okay, so I'm shuffling good for Pisces because I want to make sure that the energy that comes through is specifically for Pisces and not for the last signs that I just did. Because I've done several readings today, and I don't want the energy to get mixed all up and stuff. So bear with me. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card for Pisces, and I have another deck that I use as a clarifier. Now, Pisces, it appears that you guys, what you're dealing with as a focus this month is you guys appear to be, you guys are kind of like hanging in there. You're trying to hang in there, Pisces. You're trying to hang in there this month. Some of you also could be dealing with you're hanging in there because you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're waiting for something to come through for you guys, okay? You guys also could be just trying to make it, hanging in there because you're trying to make it, trying to make ends meet or whatever, Some of you could be having some hang-ups as well, Some of you could just be waiting for some ideas to come through, whether you are seeking to gain an epiphany or gain an idea about what to do next or what to do at all, okay? And what's aiding that is you guys are looking at your finances and you're trying to make plans financially to balance your finances out. Some of you could just be trying to look at whatever this is that holds any meaning or any value to you that you want to balance out and make plans towards or make plans with, okay? Because you have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles also is about communicating something that is either related to money, related to, jobs, career, and finances, or related to whatever it is that holds any value to you or is meaningful to you, okay? So you guys are trying to hang in there, and and you're waiting for something to work out here, which, either your finances and you're planning for it, or you're trying to hang in there with making things work financially. Oh, some of you could just be trying to hang in there, period, with whatever this is that holds a lot of meaning and value to you guys, okay? Waiting for, to hear about something, an opportunity, whatever it is, or hoping to get some sort of idea about what it is you need to do, and planning and things like that possibly as well. What's aiding this is you guys are really trying to hold on what it is that you have. Whatever this is that holds any value or meaning to you. It could also be money you're trying to hold on to. It also could be your heart you're trying to protect. It also could be a relationship or a person you don't want to let go, or an opportunity you don't want to let go, a job you don't want to let go, whatever it is. Or some of you could also be stingy. I'm just joking. You may not be stingy, but some of you could just be hoarding and putting money aside and saving up real good and holding on to your coins, you know. Others of you could just be not willing to open up or let go or release something that you probably need to open up, let go, and release, or whatever, you know. It's going to resonate for you guys in different ways, okay? But what's aiding this is you guys could be, you know, trying to hold on to a water sign. You guys could be trying, or maybe a water sign could be trying to hold on to you, possibly. But, or you guys could just be trying to hold on to this feeling. I also get maybe this feeling, but for some of you, a small portion of you, but water sign meaning, you know, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And now what's interesting, I think in a Libra reading I did see that there was a possibility that there was a Pisces there. If you have any Pisces, you know, if you have any Libra in your chart, then this could be also the reason why water is appearing here, maybe. And why this is appearing in the Pisces reading or whatever, and vice versa. If you have if you're a Libra and have any Pisces in your chart or whatever, you know. But for the most part, and I'm just mentioning that just to throw that out there, just because I know I saw the correlation. But this is definitely water sign. Could be, like I said, it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. However, I saw that correlation. But what I also want to say though is this could be someone who also has water in other areas of their natal or birth chart. So it doesn't have to be a sun sign as a water sign. It could also be someone who is in their moon, their Venus, their Mars, or their rising. This also could be someone who they're in touch with their feelings, they're in touch with their emotions. They may be intuitive, they may be psychic, they may be someone who they're very nurturing, kind, caring, compassionate, sensitive to others, but they may also be sensitive like in an insecure way as well, where you have to be careful to not say anything to hurt their feelings. They may also possibly be dramatic. They may enjoy being around water and beaches. They may also like to drink, okay? So sometimes people don't always appear as their sun sign. Sometimes they just appear as someone who fits certain characteristics, like a certain element, or they may have other things in their birth chart, okay? So like I said, it looks like you don't want to let them go, or maybe maybe they don't let you go, and this is affecting this in some form, or maybe they're affecting your money and your finances. Maybe you're trying to protect your finances, or whatever this is you deem to be valuable and hold valuable from them, whether it's your heart, your money, whatever it is, you know. Maybe you don't want to open up to them, vice versa, okay? Now what's hanging over the situation is here, there's an air sign. Now you see what I'm saying? There might be a correlation there, okay? But this could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or someone with air in their chart. This also could be someone who comes off as someone who they're more in touch with their rational side, their intellectual side. They go by facts and figures and stats, statistics and things, rather than off of feelings and emotions and intuition, okay? They're very intellectual. They're witty. They like conversation. They could be book smart. They also could be someone who's very blunt and upfront with their communication. Therefore, and very straightforward. And therefore, they may appear to be rude or tactless in their communication. However, they may just be straightforward and blunt. You know, don't beat around the bush kind of thing. They could be aloof. They may be sarcastic. You know, um, they may even possibly be stubborn. There's other good qualities to them or whatever. But right now, I'm going to move on with this. So it could be someone who matches those characteristics if it's not an air sign or someone with air in their chart. Okay. It also could be this is you needing to be focused and cut away what no longer serves your purpose. Okay. But in regards to this, you are either seeing the truth about them or they're seeing the truth about you. It could be they're in your ear about some things and telling you some things, whether it's gossip or whether they're just feeding you information. It also could be, you know, maybe you're in your head about them or they're in their head about you. It also could be, you know, like I said, some truth is coming forth, you know, or some information is being revealed to you about them or them about you, or they're feeding you some information, truth or whatever. Okay. What's underlying the situation, though, Pisces, is that you either feel backstabbed, betrayed, defeated, or down and out, or absolutely exhausted, or your health is poor right now and you're struggling with your health. And whatever this is, though, you're related. It's related to a new start or a new beginning that you may have been passionate about. Okay, rather, and this also could relate to a new location. You know, a new move, a new job, a new opportunity, a new relationship, whatever this is, you're feeling defeated about it, or backstabbed or betrayed or whatever, or just absolutely down and out about it. You know, it could be taking its toll on you, or whatever this is could be affecting your health as well. And maybe you know, this is a new start that you don't feel good about, you know, or you have a need to make a new start because something else, you know, has been affecting you or not working out. In the past, though, for you Pisces, over the past few weeks or the past few months, maybe over the past year or beyond that, you were wanting to move up to that next level. You were concerned about moving up to that next level. You may have been moving up, you know, or to that next level, or maybe wanting to complete something. But this is in relation to looking at who was contributing to helping you move up to that next level, or who was contributing to seeing things move up to that next level between you and others, or you know, or you looking at what aspects in your life are helping contribute to you elevating or moving up to that next level. Okay, whether it was a promotion, a raise, or receiving gaining better opportunities, you know, that will take you up to that next level or whatever. But the Three of Rods is also about seeing your ships come in as well, and seeing things come through for you that you've been waiting for, and you wanted to go up to that next level as well. But in the present position, and some of you could have very well have done so, but in the present position, you guys are, you know, either desiring to see things come to fruition, or desiring to see things come together, or you are experiencing things come together and seeing things come to fruition. However, it also appears that you may be either able to take a vacation because of this, or relax and take it easy, or you may be taking a break and taking a rest here because you are, you know, just waiting for things to come together, or waiting for things to come to fruition. Okay, it also could have been you know, well, no, I'm not even gonna go there with that, but you're concerned about the need to be disciplined, the need to have courage, the need to have strength, the need to pull easy in a situation, maybe even the need to bite your tongue, because you want to see things smooth out. You want to see things, you know, get better, and see things go from being rocky or murky to, you know, being more calm, and being, you know, you know, more peaceful or whatever. Some of you also could be really wanting to capture your dreams, you know, and really cast your net out there to capture whatever this is that you're dreaming of, okay? And that could also be the reason for the, you know, the discipline or the need, the understanding that you need to be disciplined and pull easy, bite your tongue, have strength, or have courage, okay? The outside influence that you guys have here with the Eight of Wands is, this is, you know, you could, the outside influence is that things could very well take off very fast or very quick for you guys. But you will need to stay true to your values, stay true to your principles. You may need to choose to do the right thing in order to see things quickly take off or move forward for you guys. Now, your obstacles, your challenges that you guys have here is that you probably are trying to take some time to be to yourself, isolate, and really meditate on what it is you need to do, but that may be hard for you guys. You may need to go within and introspectively focus on what needs to be done, or what you need, think about what it is you need to do, because you really are trying to figure out how to gain your contentment, how to gain your success, how to have it all, how, you know, how to gain this this situation where you're going to be swept off your feet and carried away to your absolute bliss, you know. And you may be struggling to do this, you know, struggling to really kind of figure this out, or really take the time to focus and think, you know. Now, you kind of expect, though, you kind of feel and expect, like, you know, it's like you're expecting that you cannot free yourself from whatever this is. Like, you have this thing where you feel limited and restricted, and you're expecting that you're going to stay limited and restricted or something, or that maybe you're expecting that whatever, you know, is going to happen here, you're just not going to be free to do whatever it is that you want. And, you know, maybe there's something you need to get out of that you can't get out of. But this card usually always indicates that the restriction and the limitation, or being tied into a situation, is usually a mental, psychological one, or emotional one that you're holding yourself hostage to. You know what I'm saying? But, and you have the ability to free yourself if that's what you want to do. So even though you have this expectation that you are limited, restricted, or you're tied into something, maybe a contract or something, I don't know, but it's like you're definitely, and you're expecting this is going to be disappointing, and that whatever you're offered is not going to be what you want, or what you feel is good enough, or what you desire. Some of you expect that whatever, you know, some of you may feel like you're bored, you're tied up, restricted, and bored, you know. Others of you, it may be, you know, you're feeling you're gonna, like, you're exposed or vulnerable or something, or others are just not, they're going to be looking at you in a way that's not pleasant, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're laughing at the fact that you appear vulnerable or exposed or something. This is someone riding in on their high horse here, you know what I'm saying? They appear regal, but they're missing their clothes, so they're exposed and they're vulnerable, and everybody's laughing, you know what I'm saying? That's the whimsical tarot interpretation, you know. But it's going to be different in how you guys are feeling tied or restricted in the connection to this. But I feel like for some of you, you're feeling restricted and tied up, limited, you know, or stuck in a contract because whatever you're being offered is not what you want, or it's not good enough, or it's boring, it's less than pleasing, you know. Now, there's some of you, there's a small percentage of you that could just not be appreciating what you're offered, but whatever the case is, in the future position, Pisces, you guys, you want victory, and you may gain it, or you may desire it. Victory, to win, you know, the success. Maybe you may end up needing to travel, or you may desire to travel. Maybe some of you may be wanting a ring, you know, engagement, that kind of thing. Maybe some of you will, but I feel like with what's, you know, this Five of Cups card, it appears that you guys are going to feel some sort of disappointment, some sort of sense of loss, even though it may not be, because it may be a distraction. That because this is Hook here, he's so obsessed with the fact that he got stuck with the hook on one hand that he's dropping his valuables, such as his coins and his money, his treasures, out of his other hand. So he's dropping what is valuable to him out of his other hand, and he's losing it at his own fault, really. And I'm not saying that whatever it is your fault, but he's distracted. He's losing sight of what he already has. He's even failing to see all the treasure and the valuables and opportunities around him, you know, in the other things he could appreciate if he would stop obsessing over this hook that he got stuck with. Now, the traditional meaning of the, you know, Five of Cups is still pretty much a similar meaning. That is someone in a dark cloak, and they're mourning because they feel a sense of loss because three of their cups got spilled, and they're crying over spilt milk, literally, because it's like milk that spills. However, they fail to see that behind them, there's two cups behind them that are still full of milk or wine or whatever you want to call it, you know. And that card is usually pointing out to them the same way this one is. Stop focusing on your shortcomings. If they are shortcomings, are they even really shortcomings? Stop focusing on that so that you can see the value in everything else around you and see that there's still opportunity around you. Change your perspective to from a half empty glass to a half full glass, from being pessimistic to being optimistic, from being negative to positive, from wanting to make the most of things, because that's where your victory or your success will come out of, you know, or whatever, in anything else that you're probably hoping for. But you guys will kind of figure this out, you know. As the outcome, you guys have an earth sign appearing here. It's just so interesting that you guys have all these other signs appearing, Pisces. I'm usually used to seeing this with Aquarius, but I guess I'm seeing this with Pisces too now. But and no judgment here, just very curious, you know. Definitely comment, let me know what's going on. But you guys, this is either earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or this is someone who has earth in their chart somewhere, moon, Venus, rising, Mars, whatever, or this is someone who appears to be stable and secure. You know, they appear to be financially well off or be doing fine. They appear to be grounded. They appear to be someone who they organize well, they manage well, they're also nurturing the others. They could be a parent figure, whether it's your parent or someone who has children. They don't like to waste anything. They like to recycle. They're green, you know. They also possibly could be stubborn as well, you know. They could also be opposite of these characteristics if they were in the reverse, but I don't even bother reading cards in reverse. You guys will kind of know who this is if that's who it is. But so either this, whoever this is, you guys, with them, you're trying to spun thread out of gold, okay? You're trying to put a valuable spin on something with them. It also could be, now that's the whimsical tarot interpretation, but the traditional interpretation would be trying to, in regards to this person here, receive acknowledgement of the efforts that you're putting in, you know, be seen and heard, and like I said, acknowledge and recognize for the efforts and the hard work that you're putting in, the good work that you're putting in, you know, and maybe also, like, so being given recognition, being given credit where it's due, possibility, you know, for a promotion or raise you may be hoping for, you know, but whatever the case, it's involving this particular person here, okay, as the outcome. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do advice for you guys. Know that with the outcomes and the future predictions, like I said, everything, you have free will. Even if some things are destiny that you cannot change, in some cases, if you're proactive, you can change outcomes and future predictions through your proactive efforts. But even if you can't, you can choose to view, you can change the way you view something. So instead of choosing to view something as, you know, in a negative way, you can choose to see the upside to it instead of the downside, okay? But each one of you, even though many of you may have similar situations and may be able to, you know, find that this reading resonates with you, there are quite a few of you that you're going to have an outcome that is slightly different from this one, or could possibly be very different, because you all have a unique natal and birth chart. So you all have unique placements in your house. Some of you may know about this in astrology, whereas others of you don't. But this is a general reading done for the general sign of Pisces. So it's picking up on the general overall energy that you guys are all sharing in common, many of you, not all of you. So, but keep in mind, some of you could very well have very different outcomes and as individuals, you know, and future outlooks as individuals, okay? And if you're interested in seeing what that is, you can seek out a personal reading with me. And for future references, I'm going to, and I'm doing the advice sections, that's why I'm pulling these cards, the advice. But for future references, I'm going to actually, pretty soon, I'm going to offer some new or extra readings that where you guys can just book me to ask a few questions and get them answered, or you can, you know, that kind of thing. Or you can at least find out more details about these readings, okay? Let's see what advice we got for Pisces for this month. And also for those of you who want to contribute to supporting the free videos in this channel, okay, well, definitely, I'm going to go with those because all three fell out. Normally I only want to do one, but I'm going to go do the three. But you can go to paypal.me/prettytarot if you want to donate to support this channel, okay? And the 2018 readings are going to be pushed out as soon as I'm done with the January readings, okay? All right, so you guys, you got the moon indicating illumination, where things may be illuminated to you or being made aware to you intuitively or psychically, but also you need to be careful that you're not missing out on some details, that you're not missing something, either because you are being disillusioned or delusional, or because someone is not being upfront, honest, or deceiving you, okay? But the advice of this card is, it points out, it says, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, possibly release fears also that may hold you back, Pisces. You also have the Four of Air card, in which it says, you know, time to take a rest or vacation, okay? Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers, okay? And you also have the Empress card, and I meant to show this to you. That's the Four of Air, okay? But you also have the Empress card here, okay? And, you know, this card is indicating, it says, lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. For a very tiny portion of you, some of you guys could be pregnant or getting pregnant. And that also could be what's going on for you in the present moment if you're taking a rest or a break. Okay? Not all of you, just a small, tiny portion of you. Okay? Some of you could literally be expecting to see things come to fruition for you and reap what you sowed, in terms of, you know, whatever hard work and efforts you put in, you want to see it pay off, and you may very well see it pay off for you when you see the Empress card, okay? So you either are already experiencing that, or you're going to in this month. Okay, and so you got the Bravado card there, and that card is all about the fact that this is someone who They're standing up and they're fighting for their cause. They're fighting for these people behind them. They're fighting for the right thing here, because someone here is accusing people, and probably someone here is being harsh to others or whatever, or to, you know, this is whatever this is something negative, and this person is standing up for everyone and standing up for their principles and beliefs, for everyone to, it's like much like a martyr, and that sounds so much like a Pisces anyway, that you guys have this martyr type of energy going on a lot of times, where you guys are willing to sacrifice yourself for others, you know, for the greater good of all, okay? And that's what's being pointed out to you guys, that, you know, you could be playing the martyr role right now. Some of you also could just be standing up for what you know is right, you know, and you're not taking no prisoners, you know. You're fighting and taking no prisoners. You guys have the compromise card here. So you guys may need to, and this is also about balance. You see those scales? She's holding up scales, meaning balance. So some of you guys may need to really, truly, definitely work on balancing things and making compromises, making sacrifices that are necessary. Others of you may need to bite the bullet and definitely do what you need to do to balance things out, however you have to do that. You guys also got the the just laugh card here. You know, everything doesn't have to be so serious all the time. It's okay to just, you know, let life surprise you. You know, and I want to say this, when life surprises you, when you get a jack out of the box for any reason, a jack out of the box kind of thing, when a jack out of the box kind of thing happens, or someone pops up like a jack in the box, you know, don't let it scare you. Don't let it throw you off. Don't let it, like, be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Just be willing to, like, whatever response you gain out of it, be willing to laugh. Okay, be willing to laugh at it, because sometimes life can catch you off guard. Things can catch you off guard. People can catch you off guard. Just be willing to laugh at life and laugh at the things that come up in our situations. And you have the say no card. Say no. So maybe somebody might present an offer to you and it's not what you want. It's not what you feel you deserve. Even if they're trying to present it as ideal, and you maybe you know different, maybe you know better, or maybe it's just, like I said, it's not what you want. It's okay to say no and to walk away from it, whatever it is that's being proposed to you or being offered. Oh, I am so thirsty. I've been talking a lot today. All the readings I've been doing. But anyway, now for those of you who this reading may have resonate with you on your with your love life or whatever, this is going to be kind of like contributing to that, because it's the romance angel cards. Okay, now sometimes the messages with the romance angel cards can be general, so they may resonate with others of you who this reading may not resonate with your love life. But for those of you who this reading did resonate with your love life, and even for those who don't, here's a message, okay? Chemistry, okay? Your reading pointed out here that there is chemistry. And to me, chemistry means there's something to work with. There are elements to work with that could be compatible with what you guys are looking for, or compatible with what you guys are seeking, or whatever. So when you see chemistry, meaning you see potential, you know, work with it. Be willing to work with it. There's a strong magnetic connection here, okay? So, for those of you, like I said, this is resonating with your love life. There's a strong magnetic connection here. There's chemistry here. You guys may already be aware of that. So there's some potential, you know. But for others of you, this is being, you know, pointed out that there's potential in the situation, because there's elements that are compatible possibly with what you may want or may need. Now, you had a card, you know, like I said, the compromise card, meaning find balance, meaning sometimes it's okay to make a few sacrifices and things like that in order to gain something or whatever, or to find balance or whatever. You know, it's okay to be willing to compromise. But at the same time, you guys also had that card that says say no. If there's something that is being proposed to you or being offered you that it isn't what you want, it's okay to say no. So you guys kind of really, that's it. You have to find that balance within yourselves there, and just be honest with yourselves about what it is that you are willing to sacrifice, what it is you're willing to compromise, what it is you're willing to deal with or accept, and what it is that aren't, willing to sacrifice or aren't willing to deal with. Pretty much, you know, figure out what your deal breakers are, you know, and also figure out what it is that you are okay with compromising on. So that will kind of like help you along this journey, you know, in the month of January, Pisces. So that's your reading, Pisces, for January 2018. I will be pushing out the yearlies after I'm done with the monthlies. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And hit the like button if you like the reading. Don't hesitate to subscribe if you want to know when other readings are coming out if you're new. Comment if you would like to be entered into the drawing. I know I'm behind on that, but I will be doing those coming up when I'm doing everything else. And also, if you're interested in getting a personal reading so you can know information that is unique for you in your individual unique situation, seek me out at prettytarot.com to book me there. And I'm going to be offering some different readings coming up. I'm going to make some changes between now and like February or whatever. You're not going to see it yet, but anyway, peace. Thank you so much. Love you guys.